So I cooked some top sirloin to go with collard greens and bruschetta. And this is a little movie about the steak, and it's not about how to cook steak. There's a lot of ways to do it, and this is not what that's about. I chose to pan fry it in some butter. This is about the seasoning I use, and this is my go-to seasoning for most beef and chicken dishes, whether I'm going to pan fry them or broil them or grill them. So these are the four horsemen: garlic salt, onion powder, lemon pepper, and freshly ground black pepper. So let's talk about each one. Garlic salt is a little more salty than it is garlicky, but it adds some garlic flavor, and you're going to need salt. Could I use garlic powder and kosher salt? Probably. Onion powder is pretty straightforward. Lemon pepper is sort of ground up, dried lemon peel with some black pepper in there. Yeah, this is easier, just using it this way. And then important again, freshly ground black pepper. You want those bottles. So now you're just going to generously dust both sides of this meat with each one of the seasonings. What you're going to find is with the garlic salt and the onion powder, it soaks into the meat pretty quick. So it's sort of hard to recognize a generous dusting because it changes colors pretty fast. But once those two are on there, and again, do not be shy with the onion powder, especially. It adds a ton of flavor and is good on the surface cook. Lemon pepper is pretty much going to sit on the top the same way as black pepper does. So again, a generous dusting of these two, and you'll be good to go. Make sure you do this to both sides of the meat. I'm going to let this meat sit in the fridge for a little bit in a Ziploc, so I'm going to aerate it, right? So basically just take a fork and punch some holes in there. That'll let some of the seasoning get down in the holes, and basically we're just going to allow some time for the flavors to meld here, and it works a little better if you aerate the meat. Alright, once both sides are dusted and aerated, we're going into a zip top bag here. Nothing fancy, we just want a place for it to sit and have the flavors meld. So they go in, you sort of squeeze them together and squeeze all the air out of the bag, and then seal it up and into the fridge it goes. Alright, I promised this wasn't going to be a movie about how to cook a steak, but just for completeness, put about a tablespoon in my cooktop skillet, get that all melted. After that, the steaks are going to go in. The nice thing about this skillet is this thing has a lid, so the steaks go on top of the butter. Lid them up and let it go 5 or 6 minutes. These are fairly thick steaks, which means 5 or 6 minutes on a side is going to be sort of medium rare. Once one side's done, flip them over, work the other side, same period of time, and we should be good to go. Always a good idea to rest your meat. So since I wasn't using this skillet for anything else, basically just turn it off, leave it covered, and I'm going to rest it right in here until it's time to eat. Okay, I took these to somewhere between rare and medium rare, and that was on purpose. These are big cuts of meat, pretty thick, and I knew I was going to be eating this for a few days, so I didn't want to cook it too far. I typically eat between medium rare and medium, but in this case I wanted to keep them a little closer to the rare side so I could reheat without making it tough. So that really is my go-to seasoning blend for most meats. Give it a try. Tell me what you think of it.